after the tasting, I informed her, even through text messages, because she was more so concerned about, is there going to be enough food? Is there going to be enough food? And I told her the type of plates to get, because she had people coming with big plates. So you had one guy with one big plate
and
with like 5. So he's going to look at me like, he's looking like, what the heck?
And considering how much she paid you,
yes,
her budget was a factor.
Right.
And in order for it to be enough for everybody, you said that you advised her to get smaller plates.
Saucer plates.
So that it wasn't as obvious to people that they weren't really getting a full dinner plate. Is that right?
It's
and you're saying that conversation never happened?
That conversation did not happen about small saucer plates at all.
We're serving dinner, why would we get saucers?
I looked at the budget and I'm like, okay, for over 100 people, you didn't really pay a whole lot
you can
for
do
all
20,
that kind of,
all
that food, right?
Yes, and let me tell you the conversation
variety of
that
food.
I asked him. I said, are you sure? I said, you're talking about high-end food. Are you sure?
Yeah, lamb chops is
expensive.
Yeah.
I asked him specifically, are you sure that you can feed this many people with this food that you're saying that you can have? He said, oh, yes, no problem. I got this connect that gives me a bulk of food.
Mm-hmm.
I contact him and I meet him. He said, oh, that's no problem at all. So if you're telling me it's no problem, you chose the price. But this is the price we agreed upon, and you told me this is the amount of people that you can feed with this type of food. I specifically asked because I've done food. I've done events for years. I know how many pans it takes to feed a certain amount of people. And if you bring in some aluminum pans that's not even filled up, that's not gonna feed 130 people.
You can eyeball that this wasn't enough food. Why have people pile on the food?
They didn't pile food on the plates.
I wasn't at the table for what he said was the pile-on, but even when we first started, like he told her, because of the relationship that me and him had is the reason why he brought his price down. She had another caterer, and to be competitive, I would guess, he brought his price down. So the price was what he chose.
That was a budget. He was a budget.
He brought his price down to match the other caterer.
Okay, y'all got anything else? No.
Okay, the parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
This courtroom is now in recess. We'll have you exit. Use the doors to the right.
Okay, I think it's very clear this event was not up to par in a number of ways.
Subpar.
And the plaintiff may have some doubts about the defendant's truthfulness. I don't have any. I believe that the accident happened. I believe this was a life thing. But who bears the loss for the life thing? And
the defendant.
You got there before I did. It's the defendant.
This was ham. This is what I call ham.
Yeah.
A hot-ass mess. A hot mess, and it certainly is the defendant's fault.
I think the plaintiffs deserve a reasonable refund, if not
so that's the question.
Close to the amount that they paid.
He did bring food. People were served. So the question is, do we give her a complete refund?
I think we start at $1,600 and we go up because she asked for it.
Well, I found it frustrating, and I felt the plaintiff's frustration when she was willing to accept $750. You know, that was good for him. I mean, he should have settled that matter right then and there.
Right.
I think that she's entitled. That's where I would start and go up.
At $750?
Yeah, because I mean.
I would start at $1,600.
You would start?
Oh, yes,
I mean, that
absolutely.
leaves him absolutely. I mean, he did serve. He did provide food.
Yeah, on the other hand, just to play devil's advocate, there's an argument here to me that the damages exceed not providing the service. She had this...
Precisely.
She had this extraordinary event that she spent a lot of money beyond the catering on, and he ruined the event.
Yeah.
Maybe not completely ruined, but there's an argument that there are consequential damages here beyond the inadequacy of his service.
Do you get what you pay for? Do you think that he was trying to stretch, like trying to help her out because she had a budget? She's saying, listen, you gave me the price. I didn't tell you what to charge me.
I think he was trying to stretch it. I believe that he probably told her we got to be a little bit more on portion control. And I believe that he planned to have portion control. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter, because the only reason that her relatives were serving was because his servers didn't show up. Right. So I don't think he has any claim that she overserved.
So do you have a problem with $1,600?
I would say that would be the absolute minimum. She's not even paying for, $5 a head for the actual food. And that fairly accounts for, I mean,
Would you agree to $1,650?
$1,650, and that's just our best approximation.
And that gives him something for his time and his food.
And recognizing that he had...
It was an emergency.
It was an emergency, and it was
something that wasn't his fault.
Right.
Okay.
We have a verdict.
We do.